I'm Daniel. I've been geocaching since 2021 and I hope to geocache even more.
I am Kat. I'm 42. I'm a mom, and I just started geocaching in December.
And I'm Zachary. I've been caching since 2011, and yeah, I'm one of the more experienced cachers in Singapore.
Pillars
It's
of
the
the
expert.
geocaching community.
Okay, so geocaching is a treasure hunt game where your task is to go and find a container hidden somewhere in the world using GPS coordinates. So you go there, you find the container, and you sign a log sheet, and that's how you log in a find. And you just repeat it for as many caches as you want wherever you are.
Provides you some form of escapism, honestly. Some form of escapism because if it's a hobby, first of all, so a hobby is meant to be enjoyable. And geocaching really has done that in the sense that you can just go out, explore the world, and just take in all the sights in addition to just geocaching. And also, like what we had just now, the events. It's just a great way to chill with people and bond and create new friendships. I've created friends with a lot of people because of such events. So yeah, that's a great way to chill from geocaching. Yeah.
I think it's very important for mental well-being to have something that you enjoy doing. Especially if you have a lot of things to do, like at school or at work, and sometimes it's work, and you forget about yourself a little bit. Or it happens to me that sometimes I forget about myself. So it is a good practice to have something that fills you up inside. You know that is only for you. I think that's very important for everybody. Yeah.
I feel like the most memorable thing, right, is the exploration of places in Singapore. Because if you're a person that likes to explore, that's good. But I feel like geocaching takes it to the next level, where you really get to find super hidden places. Many of which I found through geocaching, and there's countless number of places lah. And also I think the exploration part makes you learn also about these places, giving you lessons through the geocachers, their listings, and I feel like that's the main takeaway that I've gotten from geocaching.
I think, well, besides in Singapore, when you go overseas and there are caches all over the world, you also used caching sometimes as a tour guide as a way to explore the city because you're new to the city, you never heard and you don't know anything about the place, but you want to go see something interesting, you walk around and you discover something new about that location. So a good cache would have information about that area, and from there you will learn about what it used to be like and so on and so forth. So yeah, it really is one of the it's an excellent way to explore any location, not just Singapore, not just your local area, right? And that's why when you go overseas, yeah, go crazy. Take out the phone, look at where to go, and see what's there, and just explore the
Honestly,
neighborhood.
I feel like to summarize, right, there's really too much geocaches where you can learn something. Every geocache you learn something. There's no one specific geocache where you learn something and then another geocache you don't learn anything. You always learn something.
So in the early days, geocaching, before there was Google Maps and GPS on your phone, geocaching used to be done with a handheld device, a dedicated handheld device. Not the one in the car. It used to be the one that the hikers used to navigate the locations. So back then, you had to print out the listing, the information, especially going to some place without any mobile phone reception, and you had to bring that device, copy the coordinates down and put it in, and go there. So my first few caches were basically with that sort of method, and I used to print out a lot of paper and a whole book full of coordinates. Small had a little logbook of coordinates and used to type it into the device. So nowadays it's so much more easier because now it's really just take out your phone, get the app, and then navigate the location. And of course nowadays there's also internet on the go and all that. So looking up things, getting help for if you can't find the cache, it's all so much easier than it used to be. There will be caches that are more challenging, hiking, rock climbing and all that, or kayaking, but you choose your own risk. So you don't have to do them. You don't have to put yourself in any harm just because there's a cache there, and because different people have different mileage. Your mileage will vary depending on your appetite for risk and adventure.
I think just a general guideline. If there are crowds, be more stealthy. Perhaps don't even go for it if there's too many people. Do it at a time where there's less people, so that naturally there'll be less people watching you. For example, city catches, like she mentioned. Probably best not to do it on a weekend. Do it on a weekday instead. Yeah. Some people go out at night only for that specific purpose. They will go out catching only at night to avoid being watched, per se.
Less is pressure.
Yeah, it is. Be open to ideas. Go find a few catches first if you're thinking about hiding your first catch. And honestly, just know the rules and regulations because it is quite comprehensive if you want to actually hide a catch. And also, I think in addition, for new geocachers, don't be afraid to ask for help also. Some people may get held back because they feel like they shouldn't be asking for help. But I feel like it's perfectly fine to ask for help, especially if you're new and you may not be able to find some geocaches, possibly harder ones. But regardless, hard or easy, just don't be afraid to ask for help.
And really just try it, because you will never know, right? Try it. If you don't like it, if it wasn't for you, it doesn't cost you anything. Try it. If you don't like it, don't do it. Again, just give it a try. Find 5 catches and maybe you will stay. And we will welcome you open arms.
To events,
Yeah.
to future events.